Hello, everyone. This is Randy Sadovitz with Mindset Volleyball Club. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, and we are doing a horse challenge, but with a volleyball. So we usually do about 10 challenges, and you're going to see if you don't have to get any letters. So we don't want to spell out the letters Mindset VBC. All right, so for our first one, we're going to start off a little bit easy. We're going to do 5 each of one arm. So you're going to pick your right arm first and then your left arm if you want. If your left arm, then your right arm. It could be your dominant arm, whatever works best for you. So you can do 5 each. Okay? So 5 each. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So we had to do it consecutively, 5 each. Okay? All right. Our next one is going to be, we're going to do our best to get underneath the ball and almost form like a topspin on the ball. And you're going to try to get that 3 times in a row. So 3 times in a row. You're underneath it. All right. So we're going to form some topspin on it. Keep the ball in front of you. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 in a row. That would be for your letter I. Okay. Get under it. All right. Your next one is going to be with your opposite arm. So whatever hand you didn't use for the last one, you're going to try to get to 3 as well. So you're going to get some topspin, get underneath it, and have that spin on it. All right, this is for N. 3. All right, got it. All right, that was a little bit more difficult, but take your time. Watch that ball hit your hand. As much ball control as we're doing, you start to get used to some of the way the ball bounces and touches off your hand. All right, yesterday with our challenge, we tried to set the ball as high as we could and then clap 10 times. Realized that might be a little bit too adventurous. So we're gonna try to clap 5 times before you catch the ball. So I'm gonna set the ball very high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then catch the ball. So set really high, clap 5 times and catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, got it. So hopefully you did that as well. You could challenge yourself. You could add in more claps if you want. So that was for D of Mindset Volleyball. All right, this one we are going to bounce the ball. It's going to hit the ground. We're going to pass the ball up to ourselves, set the ball up to ourselves, have it hit off our head, and catch. So bounce, bump, set, head, catch. All right. Bounce, bump, set, head, catch. Whew. The catching part might have been the most difficult one part of that. So when you hit off your head, try to hit off your forehead, just like if you play soccer, it's going to hurt a lot more if you hit off the top of your head. Your forehead, right where your hairline is, that's probably your best bet. All right, so that was our 5th one for MINDS. All right, for E, we're going to use one arm right now. With our one arm, we're going to hit 15 consecutive times with you keeping it on your arm. You can pick either arm, okay? 15 consecutive times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, 15 consecutive times. All right, hopefully you were able to do that. I know the other day, I think 2 days ago, had a little bit of trouble. Unfortunately, got up to 9. I tried to get 30 in a row. Like I said, it was a little bit more adventurous at the time. All right, this one we're gonna make a bear claw on this. So when you make a bear claw, it's kind of like a fist, but you're gonna lift your fingers just a little bit, and you're gonna still contact it off your palm. So still contact it off your palm. We get underneath it, and we're gonna try to get to 5 of them in a row. It's almost going to form like some type of topspin on it. It doesn't have to. Once you get comfortable with hitting the ball here, because we want to get ready for some sand volleyball, and you can't tip it in sand volleyball. You can't open hand tip, but you can bear claw. So might be a good version to work on, especially if that's something new to you. So we're going to try to get 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Oop, it got a little bit out of the screen, but I did get it. And it flipping a little bit, but as long as your hand is closed, you should be fine. All right. Our next one is going to be a punch. It's going to be a straight up punch. So just like your bear claw, you're going to come in on it. You're going to hit more off the top knuckles. This one, we're just going to get 3 in a row. It's a lot harder to control that punch, especially if it hits off your knuckle. It could go backwards or a direction you don't want it to go. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. That last one, it definitely hit off part of the knuckle. You try to get your knuckles a little bit even for that. Okay. Our next one is going to be using our fingertips. So we tip the ball, we use your fingertips. You lift and you push, hits off your fingertips. Okay. So we're going to try to get to 10 tips in a row. And you can use either hand. If you want to alternate between your hands, that is completely fine. But you can tip with one hand. We're going to try to get to 10. So just again, this is what a tip is going to look like. Okay. So it's going to be tip, 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 tip. Okay. That was 10. All right. So do your best to tip that ball. Keep your hand up. Okay. Our next one is going to be, you're going to tip the ball. You're going to bump the ball. You're going to tip the ball. You're going to bump the ball. Okay. So tip, bump, tip, bump. All right. Tip, bump, tip, bump. Not too bad. We're getting ready with our tips. All right, we're going to continue that on for our next one. We're going to tip, bump, set, tip, bump, set. Okay? So we have 6 moves technically. The last one was just 4. This is tip, bump, set. We do that twice. Tip, bump, set, tip, bump, set. Okay. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. It's a lot different with using our fingertips. We try to push out in front of us. This one was kind of tipping up. So if you imagine you're close to the net, we want to tip the ball up to get under it so we can make sure that ball goes over the net. All right, so for our last one, we're going to tip, bump, set, tip, bump, set, head, foot, catch. So once again, tip, bump, set, and then you do it again, tip, bump, set, and then head, foot, catch. So we're just adding a couple moves to it. So our last one, we're just building on. We had 6 moves. This one's going to be 9. So your last 3 moves are going to be head, foot, catch. Tip, bump, set, head, foot, catch. Tip, bump, set, tip, bump, set, head, foot, catch. All right. Hope you enjoyed our horse challenge today. We will see you tomorrow at 3:30. I'm going to send out a link to make sure that you are able to get in here live at 3:30, because I know some people were unable to get in yesterday. I'm working on the settings of that, and we're going to do our best to make sure we can have as many people live as possible. All right, thanks for watching.